What's going on, Celtics? My name is Ray White, and again, I'm super excited for the chance to talk to you, sharing my college and career experience to help set you up to be successful on your journey as well. And as I hope that you had the opportunity to look at the first video, the introductory, talking about my unfortunate almost failed college experience, yet we live, we back on it, moving forward. Again, thanks so much for sending in your questions. This story here, or this episode, is centered on just the mental preparedness towards getting ready for college. A lot of questions coming in talking about what advice would you give to somebody preparing for college, especially going out of state, things of that nature. So I hope to package some of those questions into this episode here. So make sure that you stay tuned so that way you can be prepared as you are getting ready for college. So as I mentioned in the previous episode, I grew up in Southern California, so I'm an out-of-state person, new to the whole Willamette Valley, Oregon, being in a different state, go to school, all that stuff. So the whole concept for me of being out of state is still new, even though it's been a few years, right? However, when I was preparing to go to college, there was a few colleges I was choosing. I was either going to some in Southern California. I applied to some schools in Texas. I even got some opportunities to talk to some colleges for sports in like North Dakota and in I don't know, some far east school. I was talking to different schools in different states, and I narrowed it down to some of the Pacific Northwest schools such as Willamette, Whitworth, as well as Washington State. Those are the three schools that I was looking at more closely. Willamette was more so for the football, and all the other schools were more academic. And I was excited to go to school out of state, but also very terrified because I've never done that before. My whole life is in California. I've never done something like this, be on my own and go to a different state. But one of the things that my family really, really did an awesome job with me is that they said, hey, Ray, you can go anywhere in the world, but know that you always have a home to come back to. And that feeling for me really gave me just the confidence to go try something new and go experience something different, because I always knew my family would be home. I can go back to them. They know where they're going to be. And I had the freedom to be released to the world, released into the wild, and explore all the world has to offer. And so for you, when it comes to just the preparedness of getting ready for college, whether it is out of state or just in general, one of the main points I wanted to share with you all is just to make the most of the opportunity. Don't rule out any type of scenarios or paint a picture in your head as like, oh, I can't go there, I can't do that, or what have you. No. Free your mind from that and explore the possibility of what if. What if I did go to the school? How would this be? How would I feel? How would I interact? What will happen? Because those opportunities just expand your mindset to say that anything and everything is possible. It doesn't rule out any type of experiences. It doesn't put barriers or guardrails in front of you to make action or take action, what have you. You're just dreaming and exploring what could be done. Having the ability to just make the most of it and think of the possibilities just helps free you up to see what's out there. It creates space for that type of creativity and experience to be explored. So that's something I really want you to just think about when you're mentally preparing for college, is just to open your mind and get ready for that. A couple other lessons I want to share with you too. It's just the journey is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be a terrible experience like I gotta think about college and prepare for these stories and prepare for these applications and whatnot. No, the journey is supposed to be fun. And in the journey, you learn more about yourself during that time as well. So enjoy it, embrace it, engage with it. It's going to be amazing. And the second point is just to expand your worldview. Now, again, I did not think that my life was going to go beyond California until the opportunity presented itself. And I was like, oh, there's so much more out there. I did not think about going to school in a different state. What does that look like? By expanding your worldview helps you just see what the possibilities are. And like I stated before, with the main point of making the most of the opportunity, that gives you just a leg up to just to say, I'm already ready to see what it could be like if I lived in those spaces. Let's explore that more so. Let's immerse yourself into that space. And then the third way I would say of being ready and mentally prepared for college would just be to engage with the community. Now, with this point, one of the things that one of my closest friends said as a great support or great advice was see yourself in that city. If you're going to school, whether it's here in Salem Kaiser or in Oregon or in a completely different state, the thing that you want to think about is, can you see yourself in that city once you are done graduating, or while you're in school too, because that plays a huge factor in whether or not you're going to enjoy your time or not, whether you're going to stay or you don't. Because being a part of that city, like the school is already a part of that community, and you have to think of yourself as now a new member into that community. You're adding value to that space. You're adding your own perspective, your own identity into that space. And you also got to see what is already there from an identity and a community perspective. So as you engage with it, you're able to see, can you see yourself in that space as well? So those are just 3 quick tips when it comes to just preparing for college. I mean, I know there's the tactical pieces of you got to make sure you get your grades up. You got to contact the schools. You got to apply, and there's some topics I'll reach on a couple other episodes about this. But the main thing from a mental perspective is that you got to make sure that you are enjoying the journey, that you are ready to expand your worldview, and that you're committed to engaging with the community just to see what would it look like for you to be in that space. All that will just help your mindset and your framework as you're preparing for college in that mental capacity. And then one tactical piece I guess I can give to you when it comes to your call to action as you're getting ready for college is to reach out to 1 to 3 people who went to that college or who are going to the college you're considering to go to, and just ask them about their experience. Ask them, reach out to them. We live in the social media world. It's an awesome opportunity just to say, hey, I'm going to go to this school, or I'm thinking about going to this school. It looks like in your bio, you went to the school. Tell me your experience. What are the top 3 things I should know? What do you wish you would have known? What have you? Craft whatever question that you want to ask, but be able to shape it in a way that helps transform or formulate your experience or what you want to get out of when you are making your decision for college. That's something I wish I would have done. I didn't actually. What I did to prepare myself for college was actually I reached out to students who were going to be coming in at the same time I did. So now I'm gonna date myself here. All right. Facebook was just kicking off when I was getting ready to get into college. All right. So I know y'all got the TikTok and all that. I don't know about all that. But when it came to engaging people, Facebook was just kicking off. MySpace was slowing down. And so what I did was I just reached out to those who were going into Willamette at the same year as I was graduating in 2012 or coming in 2008, and just said, hey, I'm new. Tell me more about you. I don't know what I said, but I made up I just wanted to engage with new folks coming in, so that way I felt that like I can at least know I have some community when I got there. But what I did not do was reach out to those alumni or reach out to those who are currently students there and just say, hey, I'm new here. Tell me more about or I'm going to go to the school. I'm thinking about going to the school. What advice do you have? And I think that would not only benefit in just my perspective in going into Willamette or going my own college experience, but it just would have continued to build upon the community that I had. So not only did I have community with those that are my peers, but it could have just continued to build with those who were upperclassmen and even graduates of the university that I went to. So I encourage you to take the time to find in 2 to 3 people, whether on Facebook or LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram. They're probably on TikTok now too. Reach out to those folks who are at your college or who are going to the college that you already applied to or a college that you want to apply to, and just ask them about their experience there. That will help formulate your experience, and that will help you think and prepare, get your mind right and prepared for college in that next step of your journey. So last thought I want to give to you is to be willing to change, learn, and grow. College is supposed to be a space where, as my second point of just expanding your worldview, being open to that and going into college with this just the aspect of like, you know what, I'm ready just to experience what this school has, and I'm also ready to give my my who I am and who I'm all about to this space as well. As you are preparing for this space, knowing that it's supposed to be a transformational experience, it's supposed to be a formative space, allow it to be so. Be open to that. Be willing to grow and learn, because I promise you, the day you come into the college that you go to is going to look way different than the day that you now leave. And that's a good thing. You should grow, you should mature. So as you are thinking about stepping into this space, just know that there will be those transformative experiences, and be comfortable with the uncomfortable. Grow into that space as well. I hope this helps you prepare mentally for college. In the next video, we're going to talk about what does it look like to prepare financially, because I know that's a question that a lot of y'all folks ask as well. Got some tips and some examples for that, some stories too for that as well. But for the most part on this one, be mentally prepared. You have the tool belt, you have the tools in your tool belt to be prepared for college, and just continue to reach out to people and ask them about their experience to help shape your experience or how you want to make a decision moving into college. Catch you in the next video.